People always ask me, well, why Brazil? My answers are all BS and typically range from the program worked well for my anthropology and economics majors, I just wanted to try something out of my comfort zone, and because it's Brazil. Sometimes, if I feel like catching someone off guard, I ask, why not Brazil? And then I patiently watch them struggle to answer the question. And then there are the people who try to tell me why I went to Brazil. For example, oh, you went to Brazil for the women. You must have really wanted to party, and my favorite, do you even speak Spanish? So why did I choose to go to Brazil? Well, I never have a good answer for people because I haven't thought of it much myself. I mean, it's definitely some combination of the reasons that I usually give people, but it was mostly fueled by a strong, simple urge that I should go to South America. Students from the States usually travel to Europe, and I just wanted to do something a bit different. Also, Brazil has the highest concentration of Afro-descendant people outside of Nigeria. After studying in Tanzania for a month in the summer of 2013, I kind of became intrigued with the idea of the manifestation of blackness outside of the United States, and Brazil seemed like the perfect place to experience that. Now, it would be irresponsible of me if I said that I now know what it means to be black in Brazil. However, I learned a lot, and the complexity of blackness in Brazil is definitely worth noting. For example, when Brazilians fill out their census information, they may choose between white, yellow, indigenous, brown, or black when determining their race. This has led to repeated controversy considering the subjectiveness of what constitutes pure blackness or whiteness. I went to Brazil to learn about black folk, and I got way more than I bargained for. For example, over the course of my years at Wheaton College, I've learned quite a bit about the difference between relative poverty and absolute poverty. And it's just interesting to see how in the United States we consider the lowest level of living to be housing projects outside of homelessness. But in Brazil, after navigating through some of the favelas, which is considered their lowest level of living outside of homelessness, I would definitely say that people in favela would jump to live in the housing projects just based off the sole fact that there's consistency in housing projects in terms of electricity, running water, and shelter, and this isn't always guaranteed in the favelas. Besides the negatives, Brazil was a beautiful place, and I definitely want to find myself back there for a significant amount of time within the next 2 years. My favorite place in Brazil was the city of Salvador in the state of Bahia de Todos os Santos, or Bay of All the Saints, and upon arrival, these words came to me. As I meet with you and all your saints, I encounter your people in all the paints that God has chosen to make their skin, finally amongst my next of kin. Does anybody not have an open heart for me? I'm vibe-oriented and this place has energy. Salvador, quiero ficar aquí y aprender sobre sua gente, sempre.